Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again on euro currency. You probably heard what actually has happened yesterday. It was another round of the negotiations concerning the debt sale. It also has been finished without any result. So no agreement has been achieved. Now Janet Yellen is sending letters to White House and the Joe Biden administration and warning that as soon as starting from the 1st of June, somewhere in the first week of June, the government could be out of the fence. So some spending that government should take has to be cut or just postponed because Fed will have no cash as soon as within a couple of weeks. So that's what the letter that Yellen has sent. Today, it will be another actor on the stage. This is Jerome Powell, so with speech to the committee and speak about the debt sale, favorite inflation, and so on. So, with all this mess on the table, which is actually doesn't add any confidence to the market society in United States financial authorities, as you can see that pressure is growing. So obviously we could see some demand for United States dollars. So euro currency is more or less unstable, but if you take a look on the gold, for example, you could see that their pressure is a bit stronger. Stock market also start dropping slowly. And if you take a look on the other currencies, you'll see that actually we have some starting of the pressure. So for example, Great British Pound is dropping with our hand and shoulders pattern. Japanese yen actually is breaking the top. It's moving higher, and even on the weekly chart, confidence has been broken, butterfly and raised. It suggests further upward direction. On Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, the setups that we have discussed also starts working, and even on the cross market, if you recall our Great British Pound GPI, is XOP, market is now tending to it. So this cross-market analysis suggests that some pressure should exist, and probably euro currency also very soon start reflecting it in its price performance. So on the weekend we said that currently it seems that market is turning to the pattern that I'm calling as a creeping with the oversold. So market shows minor bounce and then drop to the next oversold level. And it's really could happen. So I suppose that this indeed might be already the starting point of the action, at least to the support 107.35, but maybe it even could most likely lower with this downside tendency. Also, guys, do not expect that some day when the Fed will be out of the cash, it will be some collapse. Psychologically, maybe yes. So it could lead to some nervousness on the markets just because of the fact of the coming out of the cash in this moment for the Fed. But in reality, it will be nothing actually awful. It's just because Fed just will be refinance the existing bonds that they need to that come to maturity, so they just will issue a replacement, a new one. Maybe they will cut some spending just to keep balance without any deficit, or postpone some spending. So they will just trying to rebalance the current spendings. So it will not be some some kind of the just collapse and disasters. So everything just breaking down and so on. Of course not. But the precedent will be not really good. So on euro currency, what we have currently, market still stands in the same tendency. If you remember when we talked about this touching of the oversold, we said, well, maybe market will try to show some bounce here. Let's keep watching what is going on the lower time frame, because in the weekend there was no patterns in place. Currently, guys, actually would not have any significant patterns. Yes, we have here, as you can see, some kind of the divergence is growing, that you could see, and on the hourly chart we have kind of the hand and shoulders pattern something of that sort. So overall action is a bit slowing down. But I suspect that's, well, it's really very fragile background. Its hand shoulders is not superb. Divergence it says actually only that we have. On other markets we have the downside tendency. So I would say that if market starts erasing this hand shoulders, dropping back below 107.85 area, breaking this 618 support, moving lower back to the lows, it will be the sign that market is ready to go down. So in this case divergence will fail and market will just accelerate for the lows. If somehow it would keep coiling around it, keeping holding shape of the hand shoulders, well, in this case indeed we could get some kind of the ABC bounce a bit more extended. So that's for those who would like to take the short position. Just keep an eye on this pattern and act accordingly. So you will have to wait either the retracement will be completed to the highest standing level, some shape of the ABC maybe, or wait for a breakout here, moving back to the 107.60 lows. In this case it will be the sign that market is ready to go lower. Correspondingly, the opposite direction for the bulls. Watch for the hand shoulders, try and take the position if you'd like to, because stop could be placed very close. And see what will happen. If we get ABCD, that's great, just take the result. If not, in this case, unfortunately, we'll have to get the loss, but loss will be very small. So currently, market in general stands in expectation. That's why we should not expect some superb trading setups in the nearest terms. So probably we will have to deal with this kind of the intraday stops by far. So let's see.